It happens in once in 1,000 years. Because the airport has come, the hotels, the dharamshalas. तुम्हारे कर्म में नहीं है. The secular drama. So the layers have to be cut. The entity called Shri Ram does not belong to Hindus alone. It takes a little time for the color to spread. And Bhava Raga Tala, Bharat. Artist is part of a society. We have come a long way. Absolute milestone in the history of Bharat. And this is only the beginning.
Hello and welcome to our today's segment. We have a very special guest with us today. She's a member of parliament and a very prominent Indian classical dancer. She's the recipient of Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan. Please welcome with me Dr. Sonal Mansingh. Ma'am, welcome to the show. We are truly privileged to have you with us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ma'am, the date is January 22 and
2024.
Yeah, 2024, and it is going to be just a fantastic, significant day for all the Hindus. Your special comments, first of all, on that, ma'am.
A very, very special day in the history of Bharatavarsha.
Exactly.
And therefore, for the entire Vishwa, globally.
It is.
Because the entity called Shri Ram does not belong to Hindus alone. This divinity belongs to all mankind, all nature. Just imagine that the historical Shri Ram fought his battle with the army of, they say, Vanar and Bhalu. So everyone, every part of nature was involved. Then, so it is a huge, enormous, I think a unique event, like it happens in once in 1,000 years.
That the world is going to witness.
Yes. And also the date is, of course, very significant because it's calculated according to our Sanatan calendar. And it never goes wrong. And now what is happening, what will happen, will remain for thousands of years.
Correct.
Just imagine. We are witnessing, we are so fortunate. Oh my God.
Giving goosebumps even in talking about that. All right, ma'am. As you said that he doesn't just belong to Hindus. It's a divinity, like he belongs to everyone, to all classes, masses, everyone. Having said that, ma'am, what do you think? Like how Ram Mandir is not only it's not an achievement which is Hindus should celebrate. It is contributing to overall development of the entire region. And nobody is talking about that. I think people should be thankful about that. It is a very, very great thing that is going to happen along with the...
Absolutely. From the day one, the maps to be drawn, the rubble to be cleared, and the foundation laying, and the pujas, and the bhaktas, the devotees who came. Right from there, how much employment has been generated.
Exactly.
How much development, not only of that particular area, but I think of the entire enlarged area of the state. I would even say of all India, Bharat. Because the airport has come, the hotels, the dharamshalas, the khana pine wala log, the people who supply water, this, that, and there are 1,000 services.
It is going to generate employment opportunities for so many people.
For crores.
Exactly.
And this is only the beginning.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just imagine.
And people have just started to be, some people who just want to spread negativity around that, they are just talking about, that Modi ji is not talking about employment, Modi ji is not talking about this, that, but they are not looking the positive aspect of this.
Dekhiye, if you tell Ullu, owl.
Yeah.
Look, the sun is shining. The owl sits like that. Where is the sun? I don't see the sun. It's
It
like
is
that.
up to you what
No, you want to be deliberately blind. Nobody can
Exactly.
help you.
Exactly.
You want. Forget about, just throw them like that out.
True. Ma'am, also speaking about Ram Mandir is a great achievement. Obviously, the world is going to witness on January 22. It is going to be a huge day. But alongside, how do you see like the youth? They are still not, there are plenty of people who are still not aware that something that significant is going to happen in January, and they don't even relate to that. So, do you have any message to give to them? Like they don't see it as a very huge accomplishment, like we do. We are attached to it. Like there are youth who still are, although they are very much digitally aware, but they are still not into like it's a huge celebration that they should be part of.
What can I say about that? Because today's youth, I was just talking to a young person who had come and visited me and gone now, and my Mohanji, who works at home,
Okay.
his son's newborn daughter, he sent me the photo. On the first day, in the 4th hour after birth, her eyes are as big as this.
Wow.
And this who had come, his eldest brother's daughter, who was born day before yesterday, she is already looking around. So the millennial children and youth are very different. हम लोगों को 1 week,
Probably their way of celebration is going to be different, maybe.
No, I think they will begin to understand and realize it's not easy to ignore.
Yeah.
Somewhere, the happenings around the world, the secular drama,
Yeah.
the narratives that are being built, that are being sold,
Yeah.
that are being generated. So the layers have to be cut. They are being cut. I think we have come a long way.
Yeah.
And it will happen.
Yeah.
It is happening.
Gradually.
It is happening. So sometimes it's like that, sometimes it's. But the main thing is that the minute you convince them,
Yeah.
they are there for your life. How to convince them? Well, just say that go, experience for
Explore.
yourself.
Yeah.
कुछ नहीं हुआ, नहीं हुआ तो नहीं हुआ. Okay, you are not fortunate.
Yeah.
तुम्हारे कर्म में नहीं है, आज नहीं है. Maybe after 10 years you realize, oh my God, after that how many changes happened in my life, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
So it's just very different game.
Correct. And everything is so deep rooted, ma'am. Like when we look at the digital era, which is like social media, all the platforms, everything. Today's youth is everywhere, and they are just so fascinated with the fact that they are, just bringing themselves across, their life across. At the same time, they are not able to see that, our cultural values or our culture that spans over 1,000 years. So somewhere Ayodhya Ram Mandir is directly connected to it. They don't know the essence yet, and maybe when they know that, maybe they'll be able to rejoice over the fact that it is a.
Certainly it is going to happen. It's happening.
Yeah.
It is happening, but then it takes a little time for the color to spread.
Perfectly right.
You put on rice paper,
Yeah.
then it starts spreading.
True.
So it's happening like that. But this is going to be what shall I say, an absolute milestone in the history of Bharat. And Bhavaraga Tala, Bharat, the great, which has withstood so many assaults,
Exactly.
barbaric assaults,
Exactly.
and is still standing, it will stand. But when there is something beautiful, something auspicious, something good, we always say that there is a black eye.
Evil eye. Ma'am, but also, don't you think that, our history context, like our syllabus and everything, which is what we have been taught over the years, that is little bit problematic, and it is maybe the right time to raise questions, because we in our 90s 80s we did not study about these things, we don't know our history well, and we are not aware of so many things that ideally, all right, like you are brought up in a family and family values become your prior things to in your growing up days, but syllabus and your schools equally contribute to that. So what do you have to say about that?
No, but the new education policy has been brought.
Thanks to Modi
It has,
ji.
yeah, thanks to Modi ji, and it is being implemented. It will take some time because again, the walls that have been created,
Yeah.
it takes
It will
time
take
to
time.
break them.
Yeah.
The prejudices and the mindset and the negativity and the dark. But it's happened.
It's happening.
Yes.
positive note.
Yes. In fact, I've been now invited as distinguished visiting professor at the IIT Kharagpur, the oldest IIT, the biggest
Yeah.
IIT, especially for this NEP.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm
Great,
so
ma'am.
excited. Yeah, the Indian knowledge system, and that it has become a what they call a liberal education.
True.
Touch wood. Wow,
I know.
wonderful. And I think students are being drawn to that, young people, because they've never had that opportunity.
Yeah.
As long as you
Exactly.
don't, they will only go in eating pizza and burger until they taste something very delicious, which is your
Obviously,
own.
they'll go for it.
Yeah,
Obviously.
they are opting for that.
There are too many things served across the platforms, and they don't know what to absorb, like what to. They're just going with the wherever the water flow is taking them to. All right, ma'am. Ma'am, I just came across your Twitter profile, and I was just going through some of your tweets, and you have been welcomed by your grace so many stages, so many. You also have mentioned that you became a part of many lectures and motivational speeches. So about your motivational speeches and your inspirational quotes, which you I think put up every alternate day. So can you just end up our conversation on that note?
One of my very old quote, which has been quoted many times, that artist, at that time as a dancer, but artist does not exist in a vacuum. Artist is part of a society,
Yeah, true.
and therefore whatever happens has a deep impression on the artist. And now I add that whatever the artist does through the art makes an impression on the society.
Exactly.
Otherwise, it is not art.
Perfect, ma'am. On that note, thank you so much for your time, ma'am. It was truly a privilege to have you. Thank you so much. For
Pleasure,
connecting
great
with us,
pleasure.
ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you.